Hey everybody, this is World War Guy here today, and I'm doing another impression video. This impression video is based on the Hurtgen Forest, so about September 1944 to about, I think, February 1945, so late war period. Now I know I do have another late war impression out there for the Army, but looking back at that video, it's a bit more appropriate for mid-war, probably northern Italy, about that. So I'm technically redoing my late war impression video. There are quite a bit of differences. I'll do a turnaround and I'll explain a bit more in a close-up video. Quick thing though, this won't be in the close-up video. This is my dummy M1 Grand, just to kind of give you, an impression, what it looks like. So I'll do a quick turnaround, and then I'll do a close-up so you guys can see everything more in detail and understand the items a bit better. Alright, I'll see you on the close-up. Alright guys, time to do the close-up of the uniform. So like I said, this is an impression mid to late 1944, early 1945, the Hurtgen Forest. So, starting from the top, we have the typical M1 helmet. I have no net on it, personal preference, as well as, not every single soldier had a net on. Inside you have I believe it's a mid or late war webbing model. And I am holding the camera, so if things seem a bit lopsided, that's my bad. Underneath, first of all, you would normally have like a white or green shirt that I did not put on the mannequin. But then here we have the wool shirt. I believe it's the M37 wool shirt. That would go right there. Now on top of that, you would have the M43 jacket. From the photos that I've seen, you can either have the M43 or the M41, and I'm sure you could find some Arctic jackets. So there's quite a wide variety of jackets, field jackets you could wear. For my impression, I decided to go with the M43, mostly because it's original. And then for the pants, I know this time we're doing uniform first. For the pants, we have the typical M37 wool trousers. From the photos that I've seen, it appears that these are a bit more common. I'm sure that there's the cotton type pants as well. This is just what I have for my impression. And then let me just spin that real quick, guys. Alright. And then for the footwear, we have the double buckle boots. From the photos I've seen, these tend to appear more often than the regular rough outs with leggings, so I put it for this impression. Nothing to say about that. If you guys know double buckle boots, that's just what it is. So you have the double buckle up here. Yeah, there's not really much else to say about it. These are from SM Wholesale. Just going to throw that out there. Really good boots. Got them for Christmas and they are still holding up. Alright, so time to go for the equipment. This is just a standard infantry rifleman impression. So for that I have the cartridge belt. They're empty right now because I have end blocks but no dummy rounds or anything. So by putting the end blocks in alone, I risk tearing a bit the canvas, because this is original, so I want to be protective of it. Right here we have the M1910 first aid pouch. You would probably mostly see the M24 or the M42 first aid pouch, but it's not unheard of to still have these around late in the war. Inside, if I can open it, lift-a-dot is a bit better because it's easier for one hand. There's one. There's two. Inside I just have the tin with the bandages and everything inside. There's that. There's that. There we go. Moving on to the other side, I have my entrenching tool on the left side of my body. Later in the war, it was more common to see soldiers, maybe not more common, but it was common to see soldiers putting their entrenching tools on the cartridge belt. I believe this is just for less weight on your back as well as ease of access to the entrenching tool. Although some photos I've seen for the Hurtgen Forest, you can see a lot of guys with it still on their pack. It's an entrenching tool with the original cover. There's that. On the very back, you have the M1928 haversack. This is the British-made version. So the only difference is the color, the weave of the canvas, and some of the hardware, such as this right here. Inside, the meat can pouch. Again, everything one-handed, it's not that easy. So you can see there, British-made 1944. I have the mess kit, dated 1944. Inside you have your utensils. As you can see here, there are pockets for the utensils, but I prefer not to put it in there. So, and then inside, of course, you'd have, extra clothing, any blankets, anything like that, rations. Later in the war, you can see the haversacks are a bit more flat because, veteran soldiers know what to carry, what not to carry. So that's why this doesn't look that full. And then moving down here, you have the canteen. This is a reproduction from at the front. I have a video on my review for this. This is the British-made version. So you can see there, British-made. Not really much to say about that. Inside, I have a canteen cup. It's a post-war one, but it's still the same kind. And then a canteen dated 1944. You guys can see that. I am in the sun, so looking at the screen with the sun against the screen, or with the screen, whatever, it's a bit hard for me to see the screen. So while it looks like I'm taking my time to find it, now you know why. And then moving along here, you have the gas mask bag. I've seen quite a bit of photos of soldiers with their gas mask bag on them. Inside this stage in the war, they probably dump the gas mask and just use it for spare room, spare storage. And here you can have rations, food, that's the same thing, ammunition, souvenirs, who knows what, gloves, scarves, whatever. And then right here I have a captured German canteen. It was not uncommon for U.S. soldiers to get war trophies. Same with all sides of the war, really, or all nations. Canteen, mostly because it's just an extra water source. You can carry more water that way, as well as a bit of a war souvenir. This is a repro from at the front with their repro cover. I have a video on the repro canteen, but this cover is more accurate than the one that the canteen comes with, so you'd have to buy it separately. That's a whole other video, but yeah, repro canteen for extra water. Alright, so after this, I'm just going to do one more turnaround to wrap up the video. That was the close-up portion of it. Alright guys, so that was the close-up video of the impression. As you can see, there actually are a few differences, such as this time I have the net on the helmet, and of course here, which I even forgot in the beginning of the video, I have a scarf. Since it's getting to the fall time and the winter time, it's good to have some cold gear on you, such as a scarf. So that basically concludes the video. Like I said, the Hurtgen Forest during September 1944 all the way to, I believe, February of 1945. U.S. Army late war impression, very generic, no specific unit or division or anything, just a very generic soldier. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a like. Oh, actually, before I finish that, let me do a quick turnaround so you guys can see everything one more time, and then I'll wrap it up. Alright, so there's the last turnaround. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please drop a like. If you want to comment on anything, maybe something I forgot, maybe something I should include, and so on, please write that down. Make sure to share the video and to subscribe to my channel to see really cool videos like this one. But besides that, you guys have a good day.